We recently had the opening of Bowes Creek Country Club in Elgin, Illinois. I know it's a project you've worked on for quite a long time, and so it must be really special and exciting for you to see a course like that when it opens for play. And what was the vision for the course?
Well, we had a great opportunity to work with a talented group of professionals, and one of our first steps, which is a critical step, I believe, is to define the goals and objectives for the project. And the vision evolved from defining these goals and objectives, and we basically had four goals and objectives that we outlined, and one of them was to create a creative integration of the golf course within the real estate development. The second one was to create an environmentally sensitive approach to development and really a sustainable type of golf course community project. The third was to create an experience at the golf course where it could be utilized as a country club for a day. And then the final one was really more of an architectural approach, and that was to create a golf course that really fit the land and complemented the natural features of the site.
So Rick, how was the golf course integrated into the real estate development?
Well, from a planning standpoint, we actually looked at the topography and reserved a lot of the higher elevation for quality home sites. And what this did was it provided dramatic panoramic views of the golf course from those housing sites and actually increased the value of those lots overlooking the golf course.
Well, we even have a clip here from a little video clip from the Toll Brothers, and let's see what they have to say about the project.
I can tell you, having built a number of facilities, it was a pleasure working with Rick. It was very accommodating to us in terms of fitting our housing development in, which is very important to us. At the same time, presenting a beautiful and challenging golf course. What I particularly focus on is obviously schedule and costs, and Rick very accommodating to us to make sure we stayed within the parameters that we had, again, while delivering the product that we all wanted.
Rick, one of your other objectives was to pursue this project in an environmentally sensitive way. How do you do that exactly?
Well, we began the design process with an approach of avoiding the environmentally sensitive areas. And what I mean by that is the environmentally sensitive areas include the streams, the on-site wetlands, the specimen trees. So the first phases of the design process is the routing of the golf course, and we were very cognizant to avoid these environmentally sensitive areas.
I know we have a clip here from the project engineer who's going to give us some technical insight into the project.
Working with Jacobson golf course design, we were able to integrate the existing wetland features, minimize impacts, and enhance the stormwater detention basins through wetland type basins, as opposed to your typical manicured detention pond.
What about this concept of a country club for a day? We've heard that for a long time now, particularly in the Chicago area where we have a lot of public courses that are high-end type courses.
Well, we were very aware from the outset that this was the concept that the ownership would like to apply upon opening. So we had to incorporate that into our design process and really create a unique golf course that was positioned to be set up with a lot of flexibility to accommodate the low handicap golfers, the high handicap golfers. And we also had to introduce features on the course that were of a high standard of quality that really reflected a private country club type golf course. So, those are some of the things through the design process that we applied. And then certainly it's of utmost importance upon opening that the operators and that the city has an approach where they apply a high standard of course conditioning and uncompromised service to the golfers that come out to the facility. And that will result in a country club for a day type feel for those golfers and those types of clients.
And the city of Elgin, as you said, is experienced in golf course operations. So we actually have a clip from Mike Lehman, who runs the golf operation there, to talk a little bit about Bowes Creek.
Yeah. The response that we've been getting at Bowes Creek has been phenomenal. We've had so many people come in and really enjoy what we have to offer. This Bowes Creek Country Club really fits a niche that's really kind of special. It's a tough economic climate. Business plan really supports people who might not necessarily want to be a private club member any longer, want to use their money a little more wisely, and we've positioned our golf club to offer those same services to the public golfer to expand what we can offer to the general community.
It's great to hear that the city's committed to this kind of an excellent vision, and you know, the final goal and objective that you mentioned earlier was to design a course that fit the site. What does that mean, and how do you accomplish getting a course to fit a certain site?
Well, we're a firm that truly designs with the land. So on this particular project, you know, we looked at the flowing prairie lands, the oak savanna areas, the broad wetland locations, and it really spoke to a naturalistic look. So we use that in the design of the golf course, and that's why we introduced some of the fescue areas and some of the fescue tufts in the lips of the bunkering to really give it a more rugged appearance and really reflect the natural landscape. And it really turned out to be a strong visual element when a golfer plays and experiences the golf course.
Well, Rick, I've had an opportunity to play the course. And Bowes Creek, with Bowes Creek, it appears you've really achieved your goals and objectives for this project.
Well, thanks a lot, Barry. We are absolutely thrilled about the way the finished product turned out. And as an architect, all we can hope for is that many generations from the community enjoy the golf course, and that the junior golfers come out and enjoy the facility and utilize that recreational amenity for the community for many years to come.
I think it was Donald Ross said that every great piece of land has 18 great golf holes in it, and the architect's job is to find them. And I can honestly say Rick found them all.